signed the national letter of intent. Because of that, I can comment on them. I think that all three can impact our team next year right away. They're going to be freshmen, but they'll add to some of the things that this year's team has. And we're excited about that. And we're also actively recruiting one more player. And that's the point that I make is, without you guys realizing, keep in mind, there's always something very important to our future, either at the game or watching, that may make an impression of, boy, Arizona, now that's a place that I love to play at. What's one of the things they think about? What it feels like on game day. What that stage is going to be like when they come here. And this weekend, there'll be a lot of prospects that we're recruiting that's going to be watching the games. Some may even be here.
Where would you rank Derek Williams among the nation's best players?
Derek is one of the nation's best players, and what will really give him the credit in about 2 months, where all these awards are given out, is how well our team does. If our team continues to win in February and March, and then Derek, because of his great play and his consistency, he'll get all the accolades they deserve. That's the one thing you figure out in college basketball. Who gets the most awards? Not only the best players, but the best players on the best teams. If you look at the history of Arizona, Sean Elliott became the National Player of the Year. His team was in the Final Four. And when some of these players were first-team All-Americans, their team won the Pac-10 championship. That's what we're here talking about. The better our team does, where we go from here, will determine some of those things that I think will really make Derek even more special than he is.
Where do you see our scholarships like next year, since we're like going to be like over the limit, or how do you see that playing out?
It'll work itself out. 2011 is much different than 2000 or 1997. If you look at counting seniors on the team, how many do we have? One. Well, usually it's like teams used to be like when I played 4 or 5 seniors. Well, there's just so much transition. You have young people leaving early for the NBA. You have other people that just want a better opportunity to play more. And as the coach, you always want to protect yourself so that when someone says, hey, coach, how are you going to be next year? And I can say, good. And we're always working. We want to get really good as fast as we can and make good decisions along the way.
Okay, you talked a lot about, getting the crowd into it. Something that was brought up at one of the meetings last year that unfortunately didn't work out. Someone asked if, for the games you have the team come down to the game section. I think that if did that, it would really help up the atmosphere.
Yep.
Any chance of that happening?
I haven't talked about it. Here's where I'm at with things like that. We want to build a culture on our team, in our team, where it's about winning. And what I never want to do as a coach in Arizona is allow our team to ride the coattails of the past. And we honor the past. We love the past. It's one of the things that we embrace. But we want our team to always be judged on what we do, how hard we work. And to me, before I let them come down the stands, I want them to earn it and be really good. Like, that's not something I'm giving them unless we earn it. Does that make sense? Like, you're not going to get the wow, and I'm looking and saying we haven't done anything yet. You're going to see one day, I hope, that we do that every game, because I agree that it will help the atmosphere. But I don't want to go from like the third rung of the ladder to the roof. I want to make guys step 4, 5, 6, 7. Does that make sense? Jesse Perry's really important because he does all of the little things and the dirty work that sometimes makes a team good. He offensive rebounds. He doesn't care how many points he has. He plays hard. And at times he's really scored well. He compliments Derek well. And he's one piece that we've added this year. And one of the reasons we've had the success we've had is because he has no doubt about it. And I'll also tell you, he's going to be really challenged this weekend because he's going to play against some of the best front courts in our conference. 2 more questions.
What do you think about our tactical rest? Like the last 2 games?
I get in trouble if I tell you they stink. Yeah, I get in trouble if I tell you they stink.
But they do.
That makes sense? And, there were some tough moments and that's the beauty of you guys, You impact the officials, you impact the visiting team, you impact the crowd louder, the more ferocious that you are as a student section. You'll be surprised sometimes how big calls favor the home team. That's part of why we're talking about the importance of our students. And you guys, you do a great job, and I think this weekend we can even take it to another level. Last question.
What effect do you have on, reserving seats? I know you reserve online, but I know at other programs around the country, it's kind of like people camp out for days, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, do you have an effect on that? What is your opinion on that stuff?
I would love to see you guys camp out for days. Part of it is our student section is much larger. I hope you guys know that. Some of the student sections, you would be shocked at how small it is. The supply and demand. You want to get there first. As part of what we have is we have a plentiful student section where, there's a lot of seats for you guys. I also think it's one of the strengths of the Zone Zoo because it's not a small Zone Zoo, it's huge, and it's together, and you guys really do some great things. Okay? A year ago, we worked on the boing, boing, boing path.